about the Gender Equality Bill. In Sri Lanka, the participation of women in the labour force has been a critical issue. Over the past 3 decades, the female labour force participation rate has averaged around 34.5%. However, recent data from the 2021 labour force survey shows a decline to 31.8%. Women face higher unemployment rates compared to men, earn systematically lower wages, and are predominantly employed in the informal sector. This economic vulnerability is exacerbated by the current crisis. A significant barrier to female employment in Sri Lanka lies in the existing legal restrictions. For instance, the Employment of Women, Young Persons and Children Act of 1956 requires employers to get written approval from the Commissioner General of Labour to hire women for work after 10 p.m. Additionally, employers must provide female wardens to ensure safety, and women can only work at night for a maximum of 10 days per month. Similarly, the Shop and Office Employees Act of 1954 limits the number of hours women can work per day and restricts their ability to work at night in certain businesses. These laws make it particularly challenging for women to seek employment in sectors like information and communication technology and tourism, where flexible hours and night shifts are often necessary. Recognizing these challenges, the Sri Lankan government has taken significant steps towards gender equality. Since December 2022, under the leadership of the President, who also serves as the Minister of Women and Child Affairs, 3 key bills have been prioritized. Number 1, the Gender Equality Bill. Number 2, the Empowerment of Women Bill. And number 3, the National Commission on Women Bill. These bills have been drafted with extensive input from civil society and are scheduled to be presented to Parliament this year. Moreover, the National Policy on Gender Equality and Women's Empowerment, which is scheduled from 2023 to 2032, has been approved, aiming to increase women's participation in formal employment and acknowledge their role in care work. So what is the Gender Equality Bill, their objectives and mechanisms? The Gender Equality Bill is a cornerstone of these reforms. It aims to enforce Sri Lanka's obligation under the Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women. This bill requires both government and private sector entities to address and rectify workplace gender inequalities. The key objectives include: number 1, amending restrictive laws that limits women's ability to work flexible hours and at night. Number 2, establishing effective monitoring and compliance systems through updated labor inspections. In the short term, the passage of the Gender Equality Bill is expected to: number 1, lower barriers for women's access to formal employment. Number 2, this will address the constraints businesses face in employing women, particularly in key sectors like ICT and tourism. This Gender Equality Bill represents a significant policy commitment by the Sri Lankan government to promote gender equality in the workplace, addressing legal discrimination and implementing robust monitoring mechanisms. This bill aims to create more inclusive and equitable workforce for women. Stay tuned as these developments unfold and continue to shape the landscape of female labour force participation in Sri Lanka. To learn more on these developments, follow us on all our social media platforms.
If you are interested in seeing more content like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow Advocata on all social media platforms to never miss out on our latest content. Consider supporting Advocata by becoming an individual subscriber. Gain access to our weekday media monitoring of economic news, exclusive Advocata events, and more. To learn more, visit us at support.advocata.org.